this is a little weird. I just figured out this stereo could charge my phone. I could have it plugged in while I'm in the tiny house. Motherfucker, I did not know that. So, first off, I'm thirsty. Second of off, do you remember that guy? He did malt liquor videos, and his 40 would have a white label on it that was written in with Sharpie, and he did green screen, and the background would be like a castle, some sort of like he was almost like in a castle tower or something like that. It'd be stone, and I think there was a window right behind him, and he wore a mask, and I seem to recall he modified his voice somehow. And it was like he was trying to be a secretive guy, but I kind of thought, now that I'm thinking about him, I kind of thought he reminded me of another guy that used to do videos in his bedroom, and there'd be like this weird kind of propane flashing flame thing going on. He wore that metal mask, and sometimes he'd hold a grinder to it and sparks would shoot off. But it might not be that guy. So what I'm really trying to think of is like, what was that guy's name? Who was that? I wanted to go back. A friend of mine asked me who it was, but I wanted to go back and watch his videos too. Because I didn't realize he made a whole lot of them. Because like he only popped up occasionally in my feed. And the thing is though, I don't really remember. I remember thinking that I'm not overly familiar with his commenters. Like sometimes I'd recognize a commenter, but most would be people I don't recognize. So, I mean, that's interesting. Malt liquor. Which makes me want to ask you a question. Other than who is that guy? Does anyone remember him? Rugby? Anybody? Who would you go back and watch again? Now, obviously, my first thought was Machete. Machete. He was so good. But there was a whole lot of people that went from like 0 to 60. There are a lot of people that kind of came into themselves. There are a few people that showed up for a brief period of time, did some amazing stuff, and then left. And I know sometimes people actually close down one channel and they open up another one, and you just never find out about that other one. You know, unless somebody mentions it. Sometimes I used to go through other people's comments, things like that. So I remember at some point in time, used to be able to click on comments of like, say like Odeed. Click on Odeed's comments, and you'd be able to see every video that Odeed's commented on. You know the best one that I think was for reading comments, other than Dorf's. He used to cut and paste a huge amount of those until he figured that out. Was Farkles. Farkles was commenting on all sorts of videos. Like basically, Farkles was like letting his creativity and interest just like, you know, over onto sailboats, over to video gaming, over to replacing your transmission, over to how far can you throw a frisbee. And he would leave the most outrageous comments. And a lot of them were appreciative, but a vast majority of them were critical. But so it was so funny to listen to him criticize somebody playing Pac-Man or something like that. Then there was another guy that I liked a lot that one of his comments I had to follow to the video. He's like, I've seen objects more spherical. And the video was the perfect sphere. And he's like, I've seen something rounder. More perfectly round. That's brilliant. And then the idea is that, like, these people leave these comments, and, like, in your mind, like, when you're leaving these, you're just like, I'm just leaving it for whoever made the video. But then other people who comment also read comments, and then you can click on me and then see all the places where I've watched and left comments on it. It really limited where I went and the things that I said. There's a couple YouTubers that I've known for about 8 years, and it's interesting, especially the young people. Like, you watch somebody over a period of 8 years, you know, you watch them as a teenager, and now they're in their 20s, and graduating, getting places to live, building their own place to live, building their own tiny house. God bless them. Oh man, maybe I should put the lights in here today. So the weather's starting to change, it's getting rainy. I've not been doing anything. I've not even been decently watching videos, or not videos, but movies. I haven't been even decently watching movies or playing video games. I've been reading a lot, but nothing really good. Nothing that's really got my interest. Just some books that I've read before and some books I haven't read in a long time, but really nothing new. You know, actually, Westworld, I was watching the movie Westworld. Jesus, that's good. What great writing. I mean, some of it's formulaic, but the idea is formulaic, right? They're not trying to do something different. They're trying to do something the same way and make you think about it differently. It's like someone making a Godzilla movie. They're just like, I don't like. Sometimes Godzilla movies try to introduce something a little unusual, and everyone's just like, why'd you do that? Just do the Godzilla movie. He's gonna destroy stuff. We're gonna love it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's zapped me. It might be Aquila is in the last 6 months his age has hit him. And I've been doing some research, and it turns out like that's how it happens with dogs. Like they're 100%, and then age finally makes it to where they drop down to like 40%, and then it goes from there. So that's got me. I find it hard to watch a movie or play video games or read a book or anything because it's hard to get out of my own mind and like get immersed in a movie or in a book or in anything really. So I sent away for a bunch of medication. Been trying some things that help. Got a ramp to come in and out of the car, though we got out of the car today without needing the ramp, which was really great. Rugby. I mean, that kind of thing's inevitable. I've lost pets before. I've lost dogs before. Aquila is special. Maybe I should do a separate video.